Manatees, this week we will be making a sign that says Florida. It will be the first part of a few drawings we'll do based around Florida. You'll need a small piece of paper for the drawing, a scrap piece of paper for the list you'll make, and a pencil, colored pencils, which are optional, and markers, also optional. Here I'll show you how to make bubble letters. The first step in making bubble letters is making what's called ghost letters. So these are just normal letters that you would write, but they are kind of spread out a little bit extra, and they are very lightly drawn on your paper. The next part is to draw the bubble around the letter. So you're going to go around the ghost letter that you first drew and draw pretty much a bubble around it. Now that you've drawn your bubble letters, you can erase the ghost letters that are inside. That's why we draw them very lightly, so once you erase it, you're not left with like a little dent in your paper or something like that. When drawing the background, you don't want it to be very complicated because you're already going to have a lot of drawing to do inside of the letters. For my background, I just did 2 wavy lines. Now it's time to take out that scrap paper so you can make a list of what you want to draw inside your letters. The way I did it was draw each letter in Florida on a separate line, and then I can write what's something that I like about Florida. So you can read mine, that I have different plants and flowers and places. You can have whatever you want on that list. It's time to start drawing. So I'm going to check my list for what I wanted to draw on each letter, and then just use my imagination to fill in that letter. So I know it's not going to look like a flower, the state flower of Florida, but I'm going to draw a bunch of little tiny flowers in the F. And I keep doing the same type of thing, so every letter will have its own picture inside. Make sure to really take your time with this part. It's time to color. If you have colored pencils, crayons, markers, paint, whatever you want to use, now's the time to use them. You can see here that I'm using markers to make an outline of my background, and then I'm going to go ahead and fill it in with colored pencil. For the rest of this, I use colored pencil, and then at the very end I put a finishing touch. You'll see. This is my favorite part. It's time to outline. So you can use a pen, or in my case, I'm using a marker with a really pointy tip, and I'm going over every spot where I drew with pencil. So first I do the bubble letters, the outline of each letter to make it pop, and then I go into each letter's picture and I draw over the pencil part. This helps, like if some colors are really close together and you can't really see what you have, the outline really makes it pop. Okay, there you have it, guys. You are now done with the first part of a series that we are doing about Florida. The projects to come will be me showing you how to draw different plants and animals and things that we find in Florida. I can't wait to see your projects.